All right, fans, we move along with our Meet the Staff Monday feature on USMAsports.com. I'm Joe Guster, Assistant AD for Communications. Joined this week by Jeff Broadwell, our Head Equipment Manager. Jeff, thanks for being here.
No problem.
So, Jeff, tell us how you came to Kings Point. How long you've been here now, and tell us the road that got you here.
Well, I was applying for jobs when I was at West Point, and just waited forever and ever, and all of a sudden, Sue Pearson gave me a call, and was like, "Hey, do you want to interview?" And I was like, "Sure." And basically, I got offered, and mostly thanks to Tom Gill. He was a huge factor in me being able to get to this part.
Nice. And the experience you had before, the schools you worked at?
I went to school at University of Washington. I was a student manager there for 4 years. And then I also I worked at Villanova for a year as an intern, and I worked at West Point for 1 year.
Nice. And what sports did you work with when you were at those schools?
Washington, only football, big time football there. It was Pac-10 back then. And then I was working with all sorts of teams with Villanova, which was a new interesting thing for me because I only worked football. We were pretty good at basketball. We went to the Final Four, which was pretty cool. Football, we were really good as well. And lacrosse, we won the league. First time they'd ever done that. Then I was at West Point for a year, and it was their best season that they had in 25 years almost. And we went to a bowl game and we won, which was amazing. Amazing feeling.
Great. And what exactly do you do on a daily and weekly basis here at Kings Point? What planning goes into getting ready for every season? Just walk us through everything.
Well, as an equipment manager, your daily thing that you do the most is laundry, which is a task in itself. Just preparing the kids for practice and preparing for games, and just everyday preparation for anything that happens in athletics. I also work with facilities because kind of hand in hand with equipment. You're in the locker rooms, you're out on the field, you notice things. You got to try and get stuff done.
Yeah, and you're a big part of a lot of the purchases that go on with the teams. How do they get ready for the seasons? All the things that they need for jerseys, helmets, footballs, as we see here.
Yeah, so we go through an extensive purchasing process here at the Merchant Marine Academy. We just kind of go off of what we need based on what we have left. So it's a lot of reordering stuff and preparing for the upcoming season. So football, we ordered a couple new helmets and shoulder pads, and then reconditioning, huge issue that we have to do there. And it's a continual thing, and we try to make it easier for the athletes to get cool swag.
That was good.
They always like that, and we've built it up from the ground. We didn't really have that much stuff at the beginning. Football's always had a lot of stuff, but all the other teams, we've risen as I've been here for 10 years now, so it's been interesting to see how everything's come from where I started to where I am now.
Yeah, I definitely see the kids who, not football, all the other teams, volleyball, and swim and dive, walking around with their nice equipment. So that's good. Yeah, I've seen that rise as well in the other sports. Just talk us through, game week. Let's say for football, for instance, you're getting ready. What do you have to do to prepare for the Saturday when the guys are strapping up, putting on their jerseys?
Well, I start planning pretty much on Monday or Tuesday for that week. Reach out to Coach Toop to see what uniform we're going to wear, and start planning from there. Starts on, if it's a home game, starts on Thursday with getting all their jerseys and uniforms ready, and then Friday, I'm in the locker rooms, getting the helmets, looking nice, new decals, all that sorts of stuff. So it's a process in its own, since I'm the only person doing equipment. Whereas if you're at a D1 school, you have student managers, you might have another assistant. So it's a task in itself, but I do it so that not only do we look nice, but safety first. It's a huge important thing to make sure that something might be broken, you might find something, fix it.
That's why you're at games too, as well. Some have to helmet really quick. You're there to.
Yeah, definitely. When it comes to the other sports, they're a little bit easier. Pretty much the day before, I'm getting their stuff ready. If they're leaving during the day, during the week, just trying to be on top of things so that they're prepared when they need to leave or when they're being ready.
Nice. Yeah, I see. I used to share an office area with you. Kids coming in and out, grabbing their stuff, and then middle area and stuff. You're pretty busy getting that stuff ready, and they're always looking for. I know coaches always call on, and you're helping with game with picture days coming up. Fall picture days and getting all that stuff ready. So it's good stuff. What other duties do you do for the department? Teaching committees that you're on?
So I've been the lead golf instructor, I would call myself.
Nice.
Ever since I started, that's the main one that I've done.
Leisure activities?
Lifetime activities. And, it's really fun. The kids go out there, they enjoy it. Some kids have never played before. And I try and get them to actually swing the club right, which is hard sometimes. But
for sure.
I've also been in pretty much every single class that's offered here, helping out and assisting. But mostly now my role has been with the Medicare provider or first aid. Fun classes that they have to get done for STCWs so that they can go out on ships. Technical stuff, I've been there enough to know everything about it.
And committees that you're on? Strategic.
We're in the strategic priority with Joe Guster over here. It's a fun time to process what's going on in the academy, where we need to build,
Showcase.
where we need to showcase, and where we need to get better. Because it's always an evolving place here. Starts from the bottom and goes to the top.
Absolutely. So now in your 10 seasons now this year, your 10th, what are some of your favorite memories that stick out most on the field? It could be football, basketball, cross.
I would say any time that you're involved with a Coast Guard game and you win, best feeling ever. You get to sing last, which is the best. Probably, there's a lot of games that I've been involved in. WPI when we beat them, coming from behind at their place here multiple times. It's fun. Probably the best lacrosse game was down in Annapolis, and we won a double overtime and crazy game on the edge the whole entire game. We were down, but we weren't out, which was a good feeling.
A lot of people stuck around after the R&U game down there, so the crowd was nice too. It was a good experience.
Very good experience.
Good stuff. What is your favorite part about working here? What keeps you coming?
What keeps me coming is, obviously the athletes themselves, being midshipmen first, and then athletes second. It's their daily life is different from your normal college kid. But the staff, they're excellent. They're good to work with, and they're very friendly. And I lived lunch with them, for a while before I got married, and building that relationship with them. The guys that have left, the guys that have stayed, it's always been fun.
Yeah, it is a very good staff to work with. You were talking about earlier, you working and traveling with Division I schools. How was that experience? And what are some of your favorite trips? On your wall down in your office, you have a big map of where you've been, outlined and pinned and all that stuff. So tell us about some of the favorites.
So I started off my first game on the road was at Notre Dame when I was at Washington. And that was pretty cool, the whole nostalgia of Notre Dame. And then my last game at Washington was at Hawaii, which was pretty cool, it was like a mini bowl game, and it was just a fun atmosphere because they were really good. So I had some missed calls there, we probably should have won, but that was kind of my life at Washington. We were good before I got there. when I was there, but sometimes it happens wherever you go. The experience at Division I is, they're top notch. They do everything more than expected. I had a smile on my face every single time we got on the road. A little bit different here, but I've had a great experience everywhere that I've gone with each team. Road trips with lacrosse when we were the Liberty Elite or Landmark for a long time, and going on spring break trips. Those are also fun with lacrosse. And then going to football games, going to new different places. I'm not from the East Coast, so I've been to different places that I never thought I'd ever go to, like Cascade, Maine. You never thought
small town school.
You never thought you'd go there or go to like Hobart up in the middle of nowhere. Fun places to go.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's when I started in Division III, there were some schools I never heard of. So
yeah, definitely. I mean, I never heard of Merchant Marine Academy, which a lot of people have.
Yeah, well, you're from West Coast too, so obviously we're the best kept secret apparently. So
it's hidden gem.
Hidden gem, that's right. So you talked about your family a little bit before, but tell us a little bit more, wife and kid.
So my lovely wife Megan, we've been together 4 years now. It's been a blast. We have a kid, Owen. He's almost 3. He's the best thing ever. He's Dad every night. It's Dad, go to work tomorrow, and he doesn't want to wear a mask, but we have a hat for him, and it has a shield, and he'll wear that if he knows in a certain situation, even though he's 2.5, almost 3, and it's the best thing ever. Having a kid.
Got to spend a lot of time with them during the lockdown too. Obviously, it was.
Yes, it was quite. It was good and bad. I haven't spent that direct much time, and you probably haven't as well. Your daily operations are your kid, and doing work too. Huge juggling act.
It was
huge juggling act.
Both of us work from home.
And probably knowing all the kid shows now. Enjoying that part of life, and it's a great act.
Yeah, it's a good segue. I know obviously we talk a lot about TV shows, in our time downstairs. Tell us some of your favorite TV shows, any hobbies that you might have, anything that you like outside of Kings Point.
I love to travel. I like to go to different places. I like going out east on Long Island. It's it's a different atmosphere than kind of being closer to New York City, where it's city life. Out there, it's relaxing. You get to go to different places, vineyards, see the ocean at a different point. Great relaxing time. Bring Owen out there, take him to the farm, which he loves farm animals and cows, and
get into apple picking season coming up.
Yeah, we're going to go out there. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's be a little different with having social distance, but hopefully that experience is going to be out for us.
Nice. And we mentioned TV shows. What are some of your favorites? TV shows or sports movies? What are your favorite things?
Sports movies, I'd have to say Major League. Yeah, all of them. Charlie Sheen, all of them. Just a great movie. They're terrible, and they come from nowhere and win the pennant. They win the pennant. Yeah. Obviously, I try to watch different sports, when I can, out of work. I'm a Mariners fan. They're terrible. I'm a huge college football fan. That's why I'm kind of in athletics. Obviously, Washington's up there with my team besides Richmond Academy. So it's a great time.
Great. Awesome. Well, thank you for your time. Mariner fans, now you know more about head equipment manager Jeff Broadwell. Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you.
Yep.